world's only Archtop Guitar Music Festival, and it happens right here in neighboring Olde Town Arvada. Then for true fans, you can also check out the famous blue guitar exhibit. I'm really curious about this unique event for sure. So festival organizer Joe Hensler is here along with guitarist Rafael Rosa. Welcome to both of you.
Hello.
Thank you.
Well, Rafael's been playing the guitar all morning, and you are one talented dude.
Thank you.
Goodness.
Appreciate it.
Yes. Okay, Joe, I'll start with you. Tell me about the Archtop Guitar Music Festival. I know there's a lot happening here.
There's so much happening this year.
Yeah.
So we did this in 2019, and it went off fantastically. And so obviously little COVID hiatus, we're bringing it back this year. So I mean, this festival has everything. We're basically going to be the epicenter of jazz guitar for the weekend, right?
Hello.
I know,
yes.
right? So I mean, you have an expo to go to, there's a film, there's performances, free performances all over Old Town, clinics, I think, you know, the blue guitar exhibit. So yeah, I mean, it's a lot happening.
That's great. Okay, what is an Archtop guitar?
We were just talking about this morning, and this is so cool. So basically, like, each one of these guitars is a piece of art in its own right, right? I mean, it is crafted from a single piece of wood by an artisan. And so every one of them's absolutely unique. And then of course, because it's an archtop, it's arched on the top there. And so they originally did that to make the guitar louder. And
so the sound is gonna change.
So the sound changes a little bit, but I mean, this is
awesome.
like the premier guitar for jazz guitars particularly. But you know, you see this in all types of music, country music, rock and roll and all this, but it's the premier guitar you can be getting,
Exactly. Well, all the way from Brooklyn, it's Rafael Rosa. Rafael, what do you like most about being a part of the festival?
Oh, well, the hang, really, being around all these wonderful guitar players, like last night, Jimmy Bruno, Bruce Foreman, even hearing the stories from Peter Henriksen, who's our host. He hosts the festival, and there's so many stories, so many things that I'm learning this weekend, you know, and it's a lot of fun.
It was a good night.
Oh, yeah.
Is that why Peter couldn't make it this morning?
Yeah, right, exactly.
I'm kidding. All right, well, look, guys, we're not done with you yet. We're going to come back a little bit later on in the show and tell you more about the Archtop Guitar Festival that is happening in Arvada. They've got workshops, all kinds of stuff, and that will be available online. For more info, you can check out the website. It's archtopfestival.com. Well, on to the performance. We've been looking forward to this all morning. Here is Rafael Rosa. It's the world's only Archtop Guitar Music Festival, and it happens right here in Olde Town Arvada. Well, Joe Hensler is back along with guitarist Rafael Rosa. Welcome back, you guys.
Thank you.
And Rafael's been serenading the studio all morning long. It does not get any better than that, right? Okay, give us a quick recap, Joe, on what's happening this weekend.
Sure. So starting Friday, Rocky Mountain Archtop Festival happening all throughout Old Town Arvada. Really, there's going to be the expo at the Hilton Garden with a number of clinics. You're going to be able to, you know, see some of the world's premier guitar builders, some of the premier jazz guitarists and players. And so, I mean, this is really like, this doesn't happen everywhere and every day. This is kind of a once in a lifetime sort of festival. So yeah, and you know, free performances, and then of course if you want to take part in the clinics and some of the classes and the expo and all that, that's a ticketed event. But free performances in Old Town all weekend.
How cool is that? And what a great place to have an event like this. You were just talking about the guitar builders. I bet that is so unique to get to talk to them, watch them do their craft. And I know that people from all over the world come to this festival, workshops, clinics. How can somebody sign up for that stuff?
Oh, absolutely. So go to archtopfestival.com.
Okay.
Tickets are still available, so you can get the full, array of everything that they have to offer. And then, of course, you can buy a day ticket, you can buy the full weekend, all of that good stuff. So definitely check it out. It's where you're going to see everything that's happening. You're going to see the schedule, all of it.
Oh, this sounds like so much fun. And you can bring the family out too. It's family friendly.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, get those kiddos started young in music, right? This is one great way to do it. You are going to be performing.
Yes.
How exciting is that?
I'm performing Saturday night with my good friend Gianni Bianchini. He's flying in from Florida.
Oh, nice.
He's playing organ, and we're going to have Organ Trio Madness Part 2.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm going to check this out.
It's going to be really cool. It's at Silver Lines?
Silver Vines.
Silver Vines.
Silver Vines.
The Silver Vines.
Okay, I'm telling you, just coming out and listen to Rafael play is already quite a great experience right there. So there's a film also, correct?
There
What's that about?
So this is making The Chisels Are Calling. It is making its Colorado premiere. So
Okay.
it's about John Monteleone, who's one of the premier guitar builders. And the cool thing is, you're going to see some musicians that are kind of household names, if you will, like your Ben Harpers and some of those guys are in there just, singing his praises, and really shows everything that, goes into this craft, which is a craft, right?
I'm sure the best of the best, the whole music industry in Denver and surrounding areas comes out. I mean, people fly in for this event. So that just says a lot about what a neat experience this is going to be. Okay, Joe, is there a cost? Can people just show up, and then when does a cost come into play for the clinics? How does it work?
Yep. So, a cost comes into play if you want to do the clinics, if you want to do the expo and kind of see the builders and walk the showroom floor, kind of all of that good stuff. That's all a cost, right? What's free and what is so cool is, the performances that are going to be at the businesses throughout Old Town. So, Silver Vines Winery is getting in on it. There's going to be some performances at the Old Town Pick and Parlor, which is just our fantastic guitar shop.
Fun.
Hunter Bay Coffee, La Dolce Vita. I'm sure there's a couple more in there that I'm leaving out, but
sure
it's a robust schedule, right?
How neat is that? Well, I do know that jazz is one of those musical genres that if you know your stuff, you know your stuff, especially jazz. I remember walking into the Blue Note in New York City, and I talked, and they were like, "Get out of here," because I talked inside a jazz club. But what I'm trying to say is there's so many things involving jazz, like an archtop guitar. What makes that different? And is somebody going to be there building one, perhaps?
So let's talk about the Archtop guitar, because as we mentioned before, it really is every single one of them's a one-of-a-kind guitar, right? They're not coming out of a factory. They're being handcrafted, and they're chiseled basically out of a single piece of wood.
Awesome.
And they're arched over the top. And I think we're going to talk about the blue guitars that are coming, and which is another exhibit. Yeah. And so, so for that, that's just kind of something, and that's just speaks to the art of it. And, I think it was Miles Davis who said jazz is the only true American art form, right?
That's absolutely right. Well, thank you both for coming in this morning. I'll tell you that this festival is definitely going to be one to be at this weekend. Music fans, make plans. The Archtop Guitar Music Festival is happening this weekend, taking over Olde Town Arvada. Free music and fun for the entire family. Go to archtopfestival.com for everything you need to know. And of course, we're going to leave you with a performance by guitarist Rafael Rosas. Have a fantastic day.